story entitled, What? To whom shall I speak today? And it is one of the most known Egyptian literature. And today we shall now proceed to another story entitled The Tale of Sinohe. Now I am going to read you the story, and all you have to do is to listen, because after that I will be asking you a few questions about the story. Am I understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, let's get started. Long time ago, during the time of Egypt's Middle Kingdom, there lived a respected official named Sinohe. He served in the royal court, close to the family of Pharaoh Amenemhat I. Sinohe lived a comfortable and honorable life. He was trusted, educated, and familiar with the ways of the palace. One day, while Sinohe was traveling with the army, he heard sudden and shocking news. Pharaoh Amenemhat had died. The messengers spoke quickly, and confusion spread among the soldiers. No one knew what would happen next. Fear of political chaos hung in the air. Sinohe, overwhelmed by panic, made a sudden decision. Without thinking clearly, he ran. He fled the camp and disappeared into the desert. Nobody chased him, but his own fear pushed him forward. He himself admitted later that he did not know why he ran. He simply felt terror inside his heart. He crossed through burning sands, climbed rocky paths, and wandered through lands where he had never been. The desert wind dried his lips, and hunger followed him closely. Yet he kept moving, too ashamed and afraid to turn back. Eventually, Sinohe reached foreign lands, such as Syria and Palestine. There, he met people who, surprisingly, welcomed him. A local ruler noticed Sinohe's noble behavior and the way he spoke. Sinohe was strong, skilled, and wise. He quickly became respected in this new land. Sinohe married, raised children, and built a life after Egypt. Now he fought bravely in battles and became known as a great warrior. People praised him, and people praised his strength and leadership. He became rich and honored. Every night, as he looked at the stars, he remembered Egypt. He remembered the Nile River, the royal palace, the temples, and the familiar voices of his land. His achievements in foreign lands could not replace the quiet ache of homesickness. He feared returning, but he also longed for it. As years passed, a message finally arrived from Egypt. It came from the new Pharaoh, Senusret I, son of Amenemhat I. Instead of anger or punishment, the message was filled with kindness. The Pharaoh forgave Sinohe. He invited him to come home. Sinohe was stunned. Tears filled his eyes as he read the words. After all his fears, all his wondering, Egypt had opened its arms to him again. He traveled back across the desert, not as a runaway this time, but as a forgiven man. When he reached Egypt, he was welcomed with honor and care. The Pharaoh spoke kindly to him and restored his place. Clothes, servants, home, all were given to him. Sinohe lived the rest of his life in peace, grateful for the mercy shown to him. He was finally home where he belonged. And that ends the tale of the Sinohe. Okay, class. Since you have already listened and know about the tale of Sinohe, I want you to create or make a poem about the journey of Sinohe, and you're going to perform it here in front next week. Class, I have noticed that Jordan is not around today. Why is that?
Ma'am, I think Jordan is late.
Morning, ma'am. Sorry, I'm late po.
Okay, Joran. Since you are late, let me ask you this question. Who is the main character of the Tale of Sinohe?
Okay, ma'am. The main character is Sinohe po.
Okay? Goodbye, class.
Goodbye.
And thank you, ma'am. Beneath the golden desert sun, a journey old, a tale begun. Sinohe, servant of the crown, fled the world he once held down. A whisper spread, the king is gone, and with that news, his peace undone. Fear like fire filled his chest, and so he ran, he could not rest.
Yet his heart is still in the shadows lay, dreaming of home so far away. The Nile's soft song all through the air, and in the memory of melodies and air. His children laughed, his weight grew taller. The Egypt voice outshone them all. For every remained though winds may roll, and every soul seeks one true hope.
Then came the Pharaoh's winter call, a letter lifting every woe. Return to us, no free to kill. Your home awaits, your sins escape. Sinohe weep, both lost and found. His joy a flood without a bound. He crossed again the desert wide, but home this time walked at his side.
And when he reached his native land, the king received him hand to hand. No chain, no blame, no anger, but mercy deep in all he heard. Back in the lands of Egyptian, his wandering years at last were done. And Sinohe knew, through all the strife, forgiveness is a gift of life.
It's good that you come up with a poem that really tells the